What's going on, fight fans? This is Capital Combat. The name says it all. I'm Rob Jarrell, and this is just a short initial reaction to the Chris Eubank Jr.'s win over Arthur Abraham in the super middleweight tilt, which was pretty much a plan for the World Boxing Super Series tournament in the super middleweight division. It was actually a pretty fun fight. I think when you looked at this fight, and I'm sorry I didn't do a preview, I really wanted to do a preview of this fight because it was very interesting. You had a young lion versus an old lion. Arthur Abraham, who's still fighting, is not what he once was, but was trying to give Chris Eubank Jr. all that he could handle. And he tried to give him all that he could handle for the entire fight. I would actually say that Chris Eubank pretty much hit him with everything he could, but Arthur Abraham, being not only tough, but having that shell defense, that hard guard defense, made it easy but difficult, easy to hit but difficult for Chris Eubank to like really knock down. I mean, he's never been knocked out in a fight. He's been outboxed plenty of times, but it keeps him active. You can pretty much tell in this fight that Arthur Abraham is literally on his way out. He is still making some money, trying to set himself up. He's almost 40 years of age, and I would hesitate to guess that he should be retiring this year, maybe within the next year. And Chris Eubank Jr. looks pretty comfortable at super middleweight, moving up from middleweight. He looked fast. He looked active, but he can still be hit. There were a lot of times where Arthur Abraham did rock Chris Eubank Jr., but what I do like is that he utilizes his jab actively. He would throw it 3 to 4 times when he's throwing it. And he loves the hook, and he does punch the body very well. I would say that's one of his strongest suits, is that he rips to the body very well. What I would like to see him do is, to me, at times he starts a little slow, and against a guy like Arthur Abraham, he's got to start faster. And then there were times where I believe he was visibly taking a rest, and Arthur Abraham was able to push him back a lot. But you could tell that Chris Eubank Jr., being fresher, was able to take advantage of that shell, that high guard, by going to the body and timing Abraham when he came in. And still, Abraham was able to punch his way in, walk his way in, and walk him down, put Eubank against the ropes. Now, Eubank Jr. is not going to be able to do the same things he did in the Abraham fight in the tournament. His biggest challenges would probably be Callum Smith and George Groves, who's kind of frenetic. He can be hit, but once he gets going, he can really go at you. You saw that in the Badu Jack fight. And he was able to take out DeGale early in their careers. So it's going to be interesting. I think the matchups may favor him a bit. George Groves, I want to say, might still be even. Callum Smith, I think he has a bit of bit more experience than Smith, but Smith is big. What I don't agree with is the wide cards. You're looking at 120 to 108, and then better at 118, 110, just because of the activity and placing the shots. And I think he was definitely able to land those cleaner punches on Arthur Abraham. I worry about his legs sometimes, but then he comes back and is able to start putting punches together. So he visibly took those rest. I would probably put him top 3 favorite in the tournament coming up. I've got to have Brandt. I've got to have Brahmer. I've got to have Cox being on the lower tier. I've got him, Groves, Smith, and Skoglund as the top 4. And now the last name is escaping me, and I'm sorry, I just did the video on this. Who was the This is bad. My memory shot. I didn't know exactly who the freaking Callum Smith. Nope. 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 And Yildirim, who's going to be tough because not the greatest defense, but he will literally walk an opponent down, and he throws very hard shots. Single shots, but very hard. And I think he can put them together, but yeah, I think stylistically, he might be a better matchup for him against Eubank Jr., but Eubank Jr. is athletic. He is slick. I hope his cockiness doesn't get the better of him in the ring, because it seems like that he might be able to get caught, but he hasn't, so I can't really say yay, nay. But he looked good in this fight. That's a good name to have on his resume going into this tournament, where he can build a better resume and maybe get other fighters into the ring like DeGale or Ramirez, Benavidez, the Durrells, you know, those kind of names. Tell me what you think. It was a fun fight. I enjoyed it. Leo Selby had a very good match leading up to this fight. I'm actually going to rewatch that. I was kind of in and out. He seemed like he dominated his opponent. But tell me what you think. This tournament is full of guys from the UK who are going to look good, who are looking to make their name, and I'm looking forward to it. So stay tuned for the initial reactions to tonight's PBC on Fox and HBO cards, where they should all be fun fights. And until next time, peace and fight on.
This is round one, and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we've done is coming and cost. My fists are on fire.